Hey, what's up everyone? Today, due to the serious nature of this book I'm going to talk about, this is going to be a little more serious of a video than usual. Today we're talking about, I can't even say the name of the book on YouTube. I'm just going to call it Zoid. Zoid is the funniest book I've ever read. But it is also one of the most degenerate and disgusting things I've ever read too. You have to understand this is definitely extreme horror. Extreme horror comedy is the best way I could put this. You have to have a sick sense of humor to appreciate this book. That's just a fact. Otherwise, you're gonna be just completely disgusted and not like it. The premise is hilarious. The setup, within chapters, you'll be within like 2 chapters, you'll be laughing more than you should. And you feel bad for it too. I feel bad for thinking this book is so funny and even wanting to make a video about it. But again, I've read a lot of extreme horror books. This reminds me of Big Head by Edward Lee, but it's funnier. I think this is funnier than Big Head. Big Head's intentionally funny, disgusting too. Check in later. On a later section, I'm gonna talk about the things I didn't like, and I'll have a couple more specifics. So anyway, the premise. An intergalactic prison has captured the Zoid. And jettisoning him out into what they call a penal pod, where he hopefully will never get free and again. The Zoid is the last of his kind, and you can guess what they do as kind of their racial trait. By his name, you can guess. He gains control of his pod and discovers some foul stuff from Earth and decides that's where he wants to go. And hence the story begins. Zoid is a menace. He goes on a rampage, indiscriminate rampage through Earth. And this doesn't sound funny as I'm describing it, but the way it's written is 100% built to be a comedy. The thing is about this kind of stuff is it really does depend on how it's written. If it was written to be at all tantalizing or like smutty, I wouldn't think this is funny. But the way it's written, again, I'm talking like Big Head here, it's written to be so funny that it just works. It blitzes through things so fast, and it's not lingering on like the gross details of stuff. Again, it's very graphic. It's very graphic, but it's having a hard time describing this, guys. I just don't know what to say. Zoid has leveled planets before. They describe it as burgeoning planets. Like, oh, new life emerging on this planet, and here comes Zoid and just ruins everything. I didn't mention either that he has his happy time emits acid. He's decimated planets and burgeoning civilizations. He's a menace. It's so funny. Let's get on to the humor. The humor is 100% where this book shines. And again, the content is so bad. It's 100% dark humor. It's like you're hanging out with a bunch of mechanics. That's the best way I can like you're hanging out with a bunch of mechanics or army dudes. That'd be the best way I could describe the humor of this book. Everything about this book is hilarious. There's a redneck crew that goes hunting for, they're on the trail of the Zoid. And they discover, as they're following Zoid's trail of destruction, more and more animals that have been decimated by the alien, starting with like a skunk. And so they're finding like skunk pelts, like sizzling skunk pelts, and they're like, the alien got a hold of a skunk. And they keep like, as they follow this trail, they keep finding worse and worse situations. It's one of the funniest things I've read ever. Like, oh my gosh, a skunk, a bear, a snake. It's so awful, but it's so funny. It starts one of the redneck farmers off is he goes outside to find Zoid having its way with one of the cows, his prize cow, Betsy. And this scene had me laughing so hard. Ugh, I feel so bad. This is like a book you don't feel good about reading, but it's still like one of the funniest things I've ever read. As the story progresses, we learn about the weakness of the Zoid too. The Zoid is basically invincible except for one weakness. And they discover this as a waitress is running from the Zoid and then ends up going through the kitchen. And as the Zoid's whipping it out with his, baseball bat size wiener, following the waitress, he smacks it against one of the stoves and singes himself. I guess more than singes, he has to actually recover from this, but he runs away, and then the group discover that the Zoid has a weakness. And the only weakness, which is that dick. Instead of aim for the head, it's aim for the vein. We have to just... And then they call in the National Guard, and they're informing them of its weakness, and they're all having to target its junk. It's very funny. Let's talk about the things I don't like. And other than the content just being disgusting, but somehow written in a way that makes everything hilarious, except for one thing, and I'll say that anytime they target kids. The Zoid's completely indiscriminate, and it targets kids, and that's the stuff that I tend to skip. It's written as an afterthought, so you're not getting like a step-by-step, play-by-play kind of thing, but it's like the Zoid reflecting on it or someone seeing the aftermath. That's the way it's portrayed, which, again, still I skip because I don't want to read it. I just don't. But then it starts hitting you with like the funniest crap ever, not related to the kids. I mean, it's not uncommon in extreme horror books for that to be happening, this kind of thing to be happening, but it's still just, I don't like it. Guys, this book is, again, the funniest thing I've read. Bad Taste Books. It's Slaughterhouse's new offshoot, so go check it out. They're going to be producing, I'm sure, more extreme comedy horrors. Let me know what you guys think if you guys read this. If you're extreme horror fans, this is really, I'm just only talking to you. I wouldn't recommend this to anyone else. Already on Reddit, I'm seeing a lot of people find this quite funny. Anyway, guys, let me know what you thought in the comments. Recommend some other devastating books for me to review too, because I think this could be a fun angle for the channel to go. And let me know if you like this more serious style, less memey version of video. We'll catch you guys in the next video.